Oi, oi, it's your boy, Jack Slack, and we're doing another Slacky's Film Room. No real theme today, I'm just sort of doing fighters who are on the two upcoming cards in the free fights the UFC have put out. We'll be doing them here. I'll link the fights which are on YouTube, freely available, in the description of the video. But if you don't want to watch it on YouTube, I will have each fight embedded with the commentary track underneath it at the fight primer, which I will also link in the episode description. If you don't know how this works, I tell you where we're going to get to in the fight, or go from rather, which is normally just after the ref said fight or whatever his equivalent is, because I'm going to put the fight pass links to these in as well for when the UFC decides to take down the free fights. And then we'll do some extra ones which aren't fight pass, which are just freely available on YouTube, which I'll have ready for the Patreon boys if you fancy more later. We've got 3 fights on the docket today. We're going to do Calvin Kattar versus Jeremy Stephens, Dan Ige versus Luis J. Gomez of that podcast with Michael Bisping, and Joseph Benavidez versus Henry Cejudo, which was a pretty great fight, I think you'll remember. And then after that, if you're a Patreon boy, you can head over to the fight primer. We're going to be a bit more freeform, going to do some old Andy Hug, going to do some Natal Schultz from PFL, going to do some Kyoji Horiguchi, just, whatever I feel like. And as a bonus, we're going to do Bellator's Rafael Lovato versus Gegard Mousasi, which you'll remember Gegard Mousasi gets manhandled in. So if you fancy listening to me commentate that, that's Patreon exclusive, baby. Anyway, we'll start with Dan Ige versus Luis Gomez, because is it the oldest fight? It's Henry Cejudo versus Joseph Benavidez before that. I suppose it represents the earliest point in any of these guys' careers. I'm a little bit disappointed they didn't put up a more recent free fight for Ige. This is in the Contender Series. This is where he sort of earned his spot in the UFC. We're going from 7 seconds, just after official referee of the Fights Gone By podcast, Jason Herzog, has clapped his hands and said fight. In 3, 2, 1, go. Come out and glove touch. Ige in the red, Gomez in the blue, and the gloves too. Nice low kick from Gomez. So it can't have been that long ago, this fight then. Couple of thick boys here. Ige looked for the cross counter over the top there with the right hand. Does that a lot, times the right hand over the jab. Hair on point. Low kick from Ige, almost gets caught with the right hand coming back. Jab up the centre and just sort of falls into him. That's what happens when you throw naked kicks all the time. People just run through you. Good job getting up by Gomez. Ige switches to the head outside single and now on the body lock, trying to posture up to prevent the guillotine. And out the back door there, straight into the half guard. Butterfly half guard. Oh, beautiful leg pummel there to switch to the other side. And Gomez turns his back up to the body lock. Wrist control, good work by Ige there. Ige very good at fighting for the hands generally. He's got a very wrestling style of jiu-jitsu. Nice knee to the head. Always a good answer when they try and sit down like that. Oh, good escape by Gomez. Broke the hands and ran away. Jab in by Ige. Low kick misses. Good jab by Gomez there. Both a bit rudimentary in their striking. Hey, nice cheap punch there by Ige. Switched to southpaw as he stepped in with the left jab. 1-2 from Gomez. Another 1-2 from Gomez as Ige moves in. Nice body shot from Ige. Ige's body shots really, he underuses them. He's got very good body shots. You saw that in the Barboza fight. Didn't really go to them enough. You can see that at the moment it's not really mattering where it's happening in the cage, but he moved in there to push him to the fence and got sidestepped. Certainly in his recent fights, Ige has been more about punishing people along the cage wall. He's another one who's exploiting that sort of meta in the ground game at the moment, where guys sit against the fence, get up on their hands. Oh, beautiful right hand. They sort of traded 1-2s there, and Ige's came out on top, shoves him off, ducks him on the leg, head inside single, just pulls him down basically. Has he got the wrist there? Nice far wrist ride, puts in the hook as his man's getting up. Very messy, but, the guy's hurt, so just go for it. Almost got the back, got a long hook in here instead. Going to come up into quarter mount. Oh, wow. Strength from Gomez to stiff arm out of that, but falls over, still not with it. If you're Ige, just push off here is what I'd say. Push off and swing. I did push off his face then. Another right hand attempted by Ige there. 1-2. This is where standing against the fence is going to be an issue for Gomez. He hasn't really been made to pay for it yet, but he was standing very close to the fence the whole time. Little left hand snuck in there as he shifted. Nice. Dip and uppercut. Lovely. Looking for the head. Gets a hockey punch in. Still works really well. If you got someone covering up in MMA, just grab their head around it. Double collar tie over the arms. Works fine. Right straight. Oh, good body kick, but giving up the leg and gets swept to closed guard. There's the danger. But he's already going up for the armbar, up on his shoulders. Toes in the fence to pull himself round. I mean, if you're Gomez, just chill here for the minute that's left in the round. You're probably not going to win it on the scorecards, but at least you get a break. Good on him, though, working to step over that leg. Try and split the guard and do the old GSP. Ige's standing up now, giving up his back again so that he can separate the wrists and turn away, or pummel the elbow back in first. That Rob Whittaker favourite, putting the elbow back in and turning in with the underhook. Ige back on offense. A lot of blood on the back of his neck from Gomez's nose there. Prince Naz uppercut. 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, 3-2. MMA boxing in a nutshell. Ooh, did he try to give him a cheeky nodder there? Stepped in on him as he moved in. Lead hand, cross hand fighting. One of Lawrence Larkin's favourites, but he actually does it effectively. And that's the end of the round. Not a bad showing. There's him stumbling off his own kick. Gomez, that is. And I assume this is the 1-2s. Oh no, it was a beautiful cross counter over the top of the jab. I misread that when I saw it the first time. And there's the level change uppercut. Chad Mendes special. Lovely stuff. Round 2. And fight. There we go. 1-2 from Gomez. I got to say, his striking looks very basic. You know, it's like, I'll throw the 1-2, that'll keep him off me. You go with the level change uppercut again to swarm in. Does sort of have his head on the centre line when he swarms like that. Did he catch him with the left hook there on the break? Gomez running or repositioning, as Overeem and John Jones call it. Still going for that cross-handed hand fighting stuff. You really don't see many people do it well except Larkin. He likes to use it to set up the left body kick. Oh, nice 2 there as he stepped in. Gomez reaching for elbows. He's trying to do something different, but when you're lunging in for elbows like that, you're giving them all good overhand as he steps along the fence. That's what we call herding punches. Catch them as they walk into it. Nice little exchange. And Gomez did a good job of circling off the fence that time. Ige always showing the fake jab like a foot above his opponent's head. Step up low kick. Uppercut from Gomez and then backs himself towards the fence again. Nice low kick opportunity as he steps around there, but instead Ige shoots in. Picks him up. Looks like Gomez is getting tired or is at least feeling the effects of getting beaten up in that first round. Sitting on the ankles. There we go. This is what I was saying. Ige very good at exploiting that far wrist control, folding the guy down. He's going to posture up on that wrist. Oh, wow, now he's got his legs free. Well done. Very good at taking the back along the fence, obviously, too. This is just that whole Khabib sequence. But Gomez is doing really well at separating the hands. Obviously, Ige's got better since then, but, you know, very good work by Gomez to escape danger there. Sip of tea. Oh, right hand as Gomez was going, loading up for the uppercut. That's the danger. You see guys get bent backwards by throwing the uppercut and eating the right straight at the same time. Uppercut to counterpunch, as we always say. Good takedown by Gomez there. That's one way to... Oh, nice. Kimura. And make space. This is the Hanayaya escape. You're like fake half there, and you turn to your knees. See how he's got his arm over the cross-facing arm? He's got his right shoulder in. Oh, now he hasn't. Good job by Gomez. As I was saying, yeah, one way to stop a guy pressuring you, and if you're just being run ragged around the cage, reactive double leg. We always say it, but just drop in on his hips, and that's one more thing for him to think about. Because you can lose whole minutes. Oh, arm triangle opportunity? Possibly. Jacare would have it from there. Oh, but he's got the leg. Nice half guard recovery there by Ige, and back to full guard. Nice. And just blatantly using his fingers in the cage there. Jason Herzog, official referee of the Fights Gone By podcast, does nothing. Trying to throw up arm bars. Now this is a problem. You can't be building your bottom game around armbar attempts against good guys. I mean, it might work here. I could be shocked, but you would rather see him just working his way up. But you can also see that he's building his top game around the predictable reactions of the wall walk. I think if you're going to play from the bottom, you've got to turn yourself off the fence and start using elbows and things more. You've got to have something from the bottom to hurt him and make him think, or stop him thinking, make him make mistakes. End of round 3. Oh no, we're up to the feet. My mistake. 1, 2. I think that was a bit harsh taking that position away, and he immediately gets cracked. Another low kick as they sort of traded punches. The distance is not great on these low kicks. They're just getting wild with them. Spinning back fist attempt. As he keeps circling to your right, Ige, you probably want to throw things from your right side rather than your left. Low kick would work really well there, just cutting him off rather than running in on top of it. Right straight misses. Level change from Gomez again. Good work by Ige here, but still getting taken down. Lovely stuff. But at the end of the round, and you could see how disappointed the corner were in the back there. Oh, was that an elbow? I missed that. I was busy talking about how disappointed the corner was. There's the shot from Ige, and the pickup. Oh, lovely. I'm very surprised that Gomez did so well scrambling out of that. Well, to be honest, it could be something that Ige's only been bringing in the previous couple of fights up to this point. I haven't seen a lot of his stuff from the regional circuit. Hey, decent right hand from Gomez there, but immediately backs onto the fence again. Gotta stop doing that. To be fair, Ige's letting him off quite a lot. He's not punishing him against the fence as much as he could be here. Oh, uppercut as that's to dissuade the guy from level changing on you in the reactive double. Hey, there you go. There's a little stutter step drop shift. Lovely. And good turnaround by Gomez. Nice. Good work by Ige to get on top, though. Front headlock. Gomez just throws him off with the underhook. Gomez is strong, man. That's what I'm getting from this fight, because Dan Ige has looked very strong in all of his fights, and Gomez is just throwing him off with strength rather than perfect technique. Nice shot again by Gomez. And straight to the back. Wow, that was just... It looked like they were just slippy, and he ended up coming out the back door. But Ige working on the Kimura here. Now he's going to pummel his arm back in. There you go. Throw the flag through. Come back with the underhook. Lovely. Like I said, Rob Whittaker favourite. Always good slip and counter uppercut there. Missed the uppercut though. A good getting off the fence there by Gomez. And a nice takedown. Well done, Gomez. I've got to say, Gomez is pleasantly surprising me here. I have seen Ige do good work from the guard in the past. I've seen him use a cross grip inside the guy's glove cuff, just straight in front of the referee, and not get punished for it. The refs seem oblivious when you're on the bottom. Good work by Ige to make some pressure from the bottom with the triangle attempts and actually create space to push off and stand up there. Good right hand there along the fence. Another takedown attempt by Gomez. Oh my goodness, that Kimura just threw him around by it. And now he's moving to the back. Kimura trap. Very ugly Kimura trap, but that's what the Kimura trap is. And he's on the back. Beautiful. And over the knee. Oh, hate that. When dudes pull you back over your knees like that, that's nasty. Belly down from the back. Oh. If you can squash him down on one wrist, he could just knock him out here. TKO. He wants to get the wrist and then arch it. Buck his hips forward. There you go. Pull the wrist down underneath the guy's chest and just wail with both hands. Yeah, there you go. Flattened out. Hey, good work. Get his hands back in. Now rear naked choke. Has he got it? It's late in the fight and the dude's tired, so good time to get this position. Very difficult to once you're flat like that to start making life better because even in a pure grappling sense, you have a lot of work to do before things start sucking less. And if he's punching you the whole time, it's even worse. There's about 3 different things you need to do while getting punched. Rear naked choke again, and that's your lot. Good work, Dan Ige, but good work, Gomez, I thought. I don't know what Gomez is up to now, but if he's not in the UFC yet, that would be a shame because he looks like a very promising guy. But then that's the Contender Series in a nutshell. If you don't get the finish, and you don't win, doesn't matter how impressive you looked, you might not. Well, you could get a finish and not get a UFC contract. It is a very brutal system for trying to bring people into the UFC. Right, on to the next fight, I guess then. So we're doing Fights Gone By podcast favourite Jeremy Stephens versus Calvin Kattar. This was after Stephens had just lost to Zabit, but, Zabit had looked like a 2-round fighter well and truly in that fight. And Stephens had probably just lost to some top-tier featherweight or just beaten some mid-tier featherweight. But we're going from 16 seconds on the UFC's official YouTube thing, which is just after the camera has changed, after, again, Jason Herzog has said fight. So in 3, 2, 1, go! Kattar in the blue, Stephens with the hopping spaz kick. Shift in from Stephens. Now, Stephens' issues have always been in cutting the cage and actually standing the dude still in order to hit him. And the low kick has somewhat helped him in that regard, slowing the guy down at least. Hey, nice step-up low kick there from Stephens. Kattar, great straight punching, terrible checking of kicks or dealing with kicks generally. Despite coming from a very good kickboxing gym and having a good kickboxing background. Really good jab, though. And lots of feints, which we like. And the other thing about Kattar that I really like, and this threw Burgos off a lot, is that he can throw his jab like basically no shoulder and no hip. He just throws little swarming combination by Stephens there. Good high forearms guard. He does sort of give up his body when he does that. But Stephens isn't particularly concerned about hitting the body a lot of the time. But yes, Kattar is very good at bringing his jab out without moving his shoulder, which really threw off Shane Burgos. There you go, nice jab. Didn't quite catch him. Good low kick from Stephens there. Body jab from Kattar. And a right hand up top. See the distance that Kattar is working from, even against a guy as dangerous as Stephens, because that's the distance that he can start using his jab the best, when he's just in the range where it's very hard to react to it. Nice low kick from Kattar. He does a lot of hand fighting too, which I enjoy. There you go, hand fighting. Stephens misses on that right swing. Good counter uppercut there from Stephens. Inside hand trap to right straight there from Kattar. Standing this close, I was going to say I'd love to see Stephens just kicking that lead leg more. Obviously, you're putting yourself in danger of the right straight, which is what Kattar's waiting for the whole time. But there you go. as he's standing so close. You know, you don't have to run up to get him. Shift again from Stevens there. Catches him on the fence and a good body shot. There we go. I was moaning about his lack of body shots, but that was quite good. Low kick. Nice jab from Kattar. See, he has got Stevens biting on the idea of the counterpunch there. Very good with the short right straight. Two jabs and then pushes off the inside of his forearm. Switch to southpaw from Kattar. That was interesting. Nice inside hand trap to right straight from Stevens there. Good work reacting there by Stevens. Gets under the 1-2. Good low kick and one back. Switches to southpaw, does Kattar. And back to orthodox again. Good right straight there from Stevens. Shifting into southpaw. Good left hook from Kattar. Not one of his better punches, typically, but he did a good job with it there. Some double hand fighting there and a jab up the middle. There you go. That's the Daniel Cormier Jack Johnson special. Both hands on their hands and then you shoot the jab up the middle. Nice left hook, right straight and left hook to the body. Nice jab there on the right eye. Good low kick from Stevens and the left hook to follow. Another low kick. Fakes the low kick and goes into southpaw. Low kick from Kattar. Nice jab. Good slip and counter by Stevens and a low kick. Weird front kick from Stevens. I'm interested in what he's trying to do by shifting into southpaw each time, but he's not really doing a lot with it. Good jab from Stevens there, actually. There you go. Shifts into southpaw, does nothing with it. Oh, lovely 1-2. That's the what he caught Burgos with, you know, just the right hand being a little bit longer than he thought it was. Good work fighting back from Stevens there, though. He managed to crack him and make him think, you know, take a step back. Front kick to the body. Fakes a takedown and comes up with the uppercut. Body kick. Gives up his leg, though. Stevens has him on the fence. Nice body shot. Wow, what a messy last few seconds of that round. Yep, Stevens really struggling to get going here. I like when he's hitting the body. I like when he's kicking the leg. He's struggling with the jab, which is what everyone struggles with Kattar. But there's still big shades of what went wrong against Moicano. Has to have his lead foot there. Has to be very close to the guy to use the jab effectively. And the lead leg is just there for kicking. I feel like Jeremy Stevens shifts into southpaw and then doesn't have any southpaw weapons that are particularly remarkable. So it'll be interesting to see if he ever actually builds something off that. There's the right hand. Yeah, catches him right on the end of his lean. He did seem to take some of the stink off that look, pulling away from it. Yeah, I don't know if he was hurt as badly as we thought he was. Might have won Kattar the round though. Well, I think Kattar was doing the better work generally, but it helps if you land something big at the end for the judges, particularly as they never want to score a round decisively. Well, actually, they never want to score a draw either. So yeah. And we're back to round 2. Good low kick from Stevens. Shifts in, southpaw right hook. There we go. That's what he's trying to do apparently. Couple of jabs from Kattar. Nice low kick from Kattar. Switches to southpaw, so does Stevens. They both switch back. Everyone wants the advantage of going southpaw on the opponent and surprising them. But no one wants to fight southpaw against a southpaw. Trading of low kicks there. Nice little exchange. Low kick again. 1-1-2 misses. Kattar to southpaw again. Stevens to southpaw. Kattar back to orthodox. Stevens stays southpaw. High kick doesn't really do anything. Body shot, right straight. lets Kattar off the cage. This is the problem with Stevens. He can't cut the cage. If people don't make mistakes and put themselves there, he really struggles. I mean, there's a lot wrong with Jeremy Stevens, but that's one of the main problems. Right hand and a counter right hand from Stevens. Both just sort of catching each other on the guard. Lots of high guard use in this fight. Both guys getting their elbows way up to catch the blows. Like that. Lots of hand fighting too. Annoying southpaw jab. That's the Dustin Poirier special. Show him the southpaw jab as you step through. Or the orthodox jab and then change stance and throw the right hand. Low kick. Kattar turns his shin out. That's how you want to take them. If you're going to take the low kicks, point your shin out. Plant on the leg. Sometimes it doesn't work. You just get your leg kicked out anyway. But nice left uppercut as he was leaning. And a right uppercut, left hook. Looks like Kattar's got him on the run a little bit here. Nice fake. Really pressuring in. Swarming. Good turnaround by Stevens there and gets in on the legs. Very underrated wrestler. Can wrestle well when he needs to, but refuses to most of the time. Elbow there on the break. But you can see him overreacting to that jab now. Turning his head and throwing his palm right at it, even when it's just a feint. That was a good cover up and return, though. That's what you want to do to keep the guy off you. If he thinks you've just been hurt by him, you need to start throwing back hard. Which, is what Stevens is good at. Oh, beautiful right hand. Left elbow. Oh. I remember that being more brutal. Good work by Kattar. Oh, Stevens is spitting blood. Let's have a replay of that. See what it was. So... interesting. Stepped in for the double hand trap in the elbow, but Stevens' hands weren't there. That's MMA in a nutshell. You go in to find the guy's hands and they're down by his hips. Anyway. Did the stanky leg right on top of his own ankle. Nasty. And then a left elbow there. And to be fair, Stevens is... he might have been being moved by the punches more than anything, but... did well. That elbow's right on the chin. And the way the ankle damage is probably going to be more than the brain damage there. Lovely stuff from Kattar. So he's fighting Ige this Wednesday. I was about to say this weekend. And let's move on to our third fight. We're doing Benavidez versus Henry Cejudo. Topical because Benavidez is fighting this weekend, against Jefferson Figueiredo. We're desperately trying to get the belt on him before he retires, and then we have to retire the division. But we're going from 5 seconds in on the official UFC YouTube page, which is Yves Levine, not the referee of the Fighting Online podcast, has just said fight, and the camera has literally just changed as the two men are walking in. So 3, 2, 1, go! Cejudo in the blue, the booty shorts, and Benavidez in the black and white. Front kick from Benavidez. Now you'll know that Benavidez runs in with his chin high in the air a lot, but he does kick well. He's got a good kicking game, switches to southpaw a lot to kick the body, and does a lot of weird walking across himself. Front kick to the body there. Henry Cejudo comes with the right hand and then headbutts his man. This is Henry Cejudo at his buttingest best. And so, Benavidez just got knocked out by running his face. There you go, another headbutt there, and a left hook off it. Beautiful. And a nice knee from the collar tie. Yeah, Henry Cejudo just lost the title fight. Not Cejudo, Benavidez just lost hey, nice right kick to right hook to left hook. But Benavidez just lost by running his face onto a headbutt by a guy who doesn't do headbutts. So this was probably a pretty bad matchup for him. Good body kick there as Benavidez switched to southpaw. Now we've got an open guard matchup. Both men are going to be looking for the body kick. Benavidez back to orthodox and the right knee again. That's his one, the right knee with the right overhand. But, it's much more varied than what most of Team Alpha Male do. Step up left kick from Cejudo. Cejudo is not the karate hottie at this point. This is before the influence of people like Manto Santana or Mano Santana, and Pitbull. We got a break. Was it a groin shot? Yeah, it was a groin shot. Let's have a look. Crack. Yep, right up between. They sagged either side of his shin. That looked painful. He's wearing it well, though. He's not doing the John Dodson run around the cage retching. And we're back in. There we go. I seem to remember there was a lot of extracurricular activity in this fight. Body kick attempted by Benavidez. Little shift fake. You know, a lot of what he does is shift in to set up the right hand. Like from either stance, he shifts and it's a right hook or it's a right overhand, but that's his money punch. Right, low kick and a little bit of scrambly punching there. Body shot from Benavidez gets the collar ties working well for Henry Cejudo. When they come together, he can butt him and then hit him with a knee on the collar tie. Nice head kick attempt from Benavidez there. And Cejudo doesn't seem to have the flexibility to do it there. Though, of course, later he did develop a nice kicking game. And another dick kick. Okay, now we're getting the John Dodson. No one is as theatrical as John Dodson. Yes, that is in the cup. I mean, you know, on the one hand, you've got a guy trying to inside low kick as the opponent steps in. On the other hand, that inside low kick is going straight up. It's not going like across. Dwayne Ludwig in the corner there. Is that Mike Perry and Mrs. Platinum in the front row? Or is this before that? I can't remember when Mike Perry became a meme. Hey, 1 point being taken from the low blows. Makes sense. Reminds me a little bit of Hughes versus GSP, and GSP immediately went back to it. You know, started low kicking him again. So good on him for going back to it and not changing his whole game plan because of it. High kick from Cejudo from miles away. Fake from Benavidez there. Enters with the left hand, gets clinched and the knee. That is what Cejudo's really good at. Using the clinches and hitting the guy as he throws his hips back. He did that to Dom Cruz a lot. Left hook and head down. Project top of forehead. He's hitting him with a lot of knees in these little like loose clinches, long clinches. There you go. Shifted for the overhand right and fell over himself doing it. Oh, there you go. Another nodder. I have to say, this is one of the better performances, striking-wise, from Benavidez. A lot of the time, he just looks like a sloppy banger, to be honest, with some spazzy tactics. Oh, ran himself onto a headbutt and stunned himself. He wasn't taken down there. He just sort of crumpled. Front headlock. Good job fighting the hands off by Joey B. And the right knee to the right swing from Joey B again. The old Andy Risty special. Or Errol Zimmerman used to make a career out of that, basically. Right knee, right hook. Low kick with a counter to the body and a counter from Benavidez. Look, head down and swing wide. You know, it's not pretty a lot of the time. There you go, wide right hand fake and knee up the center again. He does that a lot. Faber used to do that from time to time, but he never really did well with it. Benavidez is actually having some effect with it here. Hey, nice! That was good. Inside low kick with the left leg, step out, 1-2, right high kick. Like it. Old school, like American kickboxing stuff. Tried it again there, didn't work that time. Overhand, it almost gives his hips up to Cejudo. The change in Cejudo between this fight and like what he became is insane. Like, he became good in about 4 fights. Nice body kick on the way in from Cejudo there, though. Timed that well. Step up right kick, gets the leg. Gives him the old heave-ho, and Benavidez is out. Benavidez very good at scrambling from the bottom. That was really on show in the Figueiredo fight. And against McCall and all those other fights, he's really scrambly. Like, he uses the funk roll from the bottom for side control and stuff. Very hard to hold down. End of round 1. That round went on forever because there was a lot of stoppage time. What we got here? Leading with the head and a left hook on the breaker there. Lovely. Dick kick. Show us the headbutt where he fell down. They're not gonna. Are we into round 2? Is this round 2? Fucking hell. What a weird cut. Nice inside low kick. He timed it there. Didn't kick him in the dick there. Well done. Wheel kick attempt from Joey B. That's unusual. Nice low kick followed by the high kick like he did earlier, and it almost worked again. There's the right knee, but almost turns his back by accident. Step up left kick from Cejudo. Stutter step into the right knee. I mean, he's not landing the right knee a lot, but he is opening doors for the right hand. Yeah, this is like night and day. He's still leading with his face a lot, but it's so much more varied than a lot of his recent performances. And there's a good chance that's Dwayne Ludwig. Or Justin Buchholz, whatever it is. But, for some reason Uriah Faber keeps falling out with coaches because they got Martin Kampmann in before that, Swinging wide. Wheel kick attempted again and squats down afterwards. Body shot on the way in. Yeah, this is still sort of Cejudo the boxer, not Cejudo the karate boxer. Nice uppercut left hook. Flurried, not to much success, but, scored some points with the judges, I imagine. Good knee there. That was, again, the collar tie. If he just keeps grabbing those collar ties when they come together. Left hook there as Joey B was loading up on a right uppercut. Shifting left straight. There we go, that's the Joey B special. Left straight, fall in, step through, right swing. Nice body kick there, though. Nice body kick from Cejudo to return. Ooh, running elbow to right jab. Interesting. A low kick into a combination, we like that. Superman punch to running swing. These shifting flurries. I think, Cejudo in his most recent performances would pick this apart, to be honest. Hey, jab to left hook from Cejudo there. Low kick comes back with the right hand. He's catching with a slappy left hook on the way in. He's not really getting much on it, but he is able to sort of grab the collar tie sometimes too. That was a nodder. Step up low kick misses. Step up knee misses. Another nice knee attempt from Benavidez, but sort of runs past him. That's the thing you notice with Benavidez. There's a lot of work being done by his feet. It's like he has to sprint into every exchange. And that's just become more pronounced as he's gotten older, whereas Cejudo, it became a lot more economical. That nice wide stance, only move as much as you need to. Nice front kick there, and a side teep from Benavidez to keep him off him. I love teeps when your back is to the cage. It works really well. Because so many dudes just run in straight onto the leg. Nice little exchange. Body kick from Cejudo there. Body kick from Benavidez. And, I thought he was going to go high there. Shift in right hand, gets low kicked on the way out. Left hook to right straight from Cejudo. Little fake there from Benavidez. Oh, another clash of heads. And a body kick and a punch at the bell. And we're already into round 3. This cut is very strange. Right straight step in from Cejudo. Nice body kick, or attempt rather. High kick attempt from Benavidez. Sprints on a line. There you go, that's the inside low kick working well, and he managed to catch him with a left hook on the way up too. Good jab from Benavidez there, but he gets caught with the single leg trip. But immediately up to his hands and knees and he's working to break the hands, but then he just grabbed his head and turned back into him. Well, he's so scrambly. It's pretty incredible. And he's also mad strong for the weight, because he was competing upper weight before that, but he's even, he was strong even up there. You watch him just throwing people over the top of him from like the bottom. It's quite incredible, really. Oh, good counter right uppercut to the body and a left hook coming out by Cejudo. This is when he's still like, I'm a boxer, I want to wear the gold Aztec shorts. But the body kicks are working well for him too. They're taking lumps out of each other's arms with these. Interesting little spazzy combo there from Benavidez. It is spazzy, but he's trying stuff. He's trying to show one thing and come with another thing. And you got to respect that. Doing the same spazzy combo over and over again would be much worse. Nice shift to southpaw and a jab, but gets single-legged, but manages to shuck him off, which is nice. Front kick and a nice right uppercut to the body and a left uppercut. They've both been doing good work to the body, which I've always wanted to see more of in lower weight classes anyway. If if you're fighting a small dude and you don't have an awful lot of pop, either of you, nice left knee to the body there, just keep hammering the body with kicks. Especially as you're both so scrambly and can get up so quickly. Doesn't quite hit home with that one. Shift in, but didn't really do anything there from Benavidez rather. Nice right uppercut to the body and a left hook again. You can see that Cejudo knows to kick the body whenever Benavidez goes southpaw, but he's not actually getting to it a lot of the time. Now this is a messy ass fight. It was a lot of fun, but it is messy. And Cejudo's kicking looks so bad compared to what it became. That's a good one. And gets in with the left hook. And again, Benavidez with the side teep with his back to the fence. Works really well. Especially because you can't really fall over. You just fall into the fence and the opponent is stuck on the end of your stiff leg. Jab and dip. Swinging wild here. Oh, another kick almost turned into that. Nice right hand there from Benavidez. Straightened it up for like the first time in the fight and actually caught him. Counter right hand from Cejudo there and a knee in the clinch. Shifts in, Cejudo goes for the leg, and again the side teep on the fence. I really like that. I hadn't spotted him doing that much until now. And another right uppercut to the body, right kick to the body from Cejudo there. Nice little elbow it looked like there from Benavidez. Man, pace of this fight, it's just like there isn't a second when they're not striking, but it's also very messy. There you go, there's that right knee up the centre again, and he trapped the hand to do that. Oh, nice left knee from Cejudo, just ran up into it. Superman punch, I think he got, nodded again. and his legs went again. Like, it really hurts running onto to the top of a head. Nice, good little exchange. Both men getting digs in. And another little clash of heads. Left hook on the break there, nice. And a knee, intercepting knee. I mean, it's got to be hard to go like, oh, I'll use an intercepting knee this time when intercepting with your head works so well. And that's it, that's your lot. Interesting little fight, but honestly, looking at that, I think Benavidez has reverted or regressed, and Cejudo became better from it. But we got a fight this weekend, and to be honest, Benavidez, he regressed from that fight, and then he left that gym and went to, was it Extreme Couture, and ended up, he came in with bleached blonde hair and looked like he'd never done a day of striking in his life, and then he built back up from there and looked like himself again. So, there's always the chance that he comes in better, and learns from that first match with Devison Figueiredo. But anyway, that'll do us for today's little film room. And if you want some more fights, we're doing another film room for the Patreon boys, which I'll link in the description on YouTube. I'm your boy Jack Slack. Catch you for my post-fight and my pre-fight on Thursday. Cheers.